think we are live now. Awesome. So let me go ahead and give everybody a little recap. So this is a little side project that I'm working on in my free time, and I'm only going to work on it when I can live stream it. So that's kind of what's going on here. But on Wednesday we started this, and now we're going to keep on working on it. I've got a little bit more validation. So on Wednesday we talked about the idea a little bit more, kind of did some light discovery work, some articulation of the idea. And then we ended up doing this little validation where I just tweeted out, would you participate in a race to see who can earn $1,000 in monthly recurring revenue first? And that's kind of the idea. We're just trying to build a website for sort of like maker challenges. And we're going to start with this idea of like a race for monthly recurring revenue. And I said that if I got 10 people to say yes, I would feel pretty good about continuing to build. It looks like, so we had 32 votes and 81% said yes. So what's that math? Times 81, so we said about 25, which is awesome. So I'm feeling pretty good about this, and I'm going to keep on rolling with it. So what we started doing last time, what we said after we did that little tweet and got some initial traction there, what we said we were going to do is keep on basically trying to validate the idea. So instead of diving straight into building, making sure we're building something people actually want to use. I'm a big believer in that. And so right now we're just going to build a little site that's loosely based on this levels.app idea. It's more than loosely based. Basically, I think they've done such a nice job. They've kind of articulated what their value proposition is and what they're trying to build. And then they have the sort of interested section down here, which I think is pretty cool. So that's basically what we've been trying to build. And we've been trying to do this as light as possible. Like I could do this in Laravel pretty quickly. But I just want to keep, I don't want to pay for a database or something like that. I just want to have this basically hit this Wufoo backend, which is going to, and so we'll do sort of an API integration and then kind of put this up on Netlify, and basically what I'll pay for is a domain, and that'll be the test. And that's way cheaper than actually spinning up a Laravel instance on Forge or something like that. And we'll just kind of keep it rolling from there. So last week we were kind of getting into, or not even last week, on Wednesday we were getting into this, just kind of setting up this form here and then setting up everything else that's going on. And we're going to do this with the site in Tailwind and HTML and JavaScript, so pretty similar. And last week we were kind of starting to do this and beginning to realize that I'm going to need to put in a little bit more of a build process here. So I'm going to need to use Webpack in order for this to really start working, I think. And instead of Webpack, I like Webpack, but I just don't love configuring Webpack. I'm just going to use Laravel Mix, which is basically like pretty sane configuration for Webpack, which I enjoy using it, so I'm going to use it. Use what you know, right? That's kind of my philosophy, at least. So I'm just going to check out the documentation here. Oh, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, so that's kind of all I'm planning on doing, is getting this kind of set up a little bit more and then rolling with that. So let's talk about the installation, npm install Laravel, all right, standalone project. That's what I want. This is all I want. So I don't even know if I have my terminal set up. Nope. All right, go to our code folder. I also need to come up with a name for this. So that's definitely the next thing one of the next things we're gonna do. Gotta figure that out. I'm thinking like something like Maker Challenge or Maker Challenges or something with Maker in it. That kind of seems to be the du jour term, so to speak. Boy, it's gonna take a second, isn't it? I wonder if my internet's going slow or something. Probably I'm streaming and trying to do this at the same time. So we'll just let that do its thing. We're gonna set all this up. Alrighty. Copy that over. Dope. Where is VS Code? Alright, now we've got this mix file. Ooh, I didn't realize it outputted all this stuff for us. Oh, that's nice. It's kind of just a full API right there. So probably gonna have to set this up a little bit more. I don't want to put this in a separate dist folder. This is not where Alright, so right now we've just got app.js kind of chilling right there. And we're just going to make that like output.js. And I don't even have Sass or anything. We'll just use Tailwind. Actually, Tailwind will hook into this pretty easily, which is nice. npm scripts, so into your package.json. Yeah. Go ahead and grab some of these. I think this will work. We'll figure it out from there. Alright, don't really care about any of that. Did I break something? Oh, I copied one too many curly brackets, which is cool. Ooh, copy that. Oh, alright, we're all over the place, but we're getting there. Cool. So, I think if I save this, and then I save this, let's see if this works. Oh, a whole bunch of breaks. Command not found, crossing V, I'll probably have to install that. Yeah, so that's probably going to work for Laravel, but not for what we want. Look at that. We just had to keep scrolling a little bit. Always, I think sometimes we just get so caught up trying to accomplish what we want to accomplish that we forget to read all the docs, and I am guilty of that as anybody else. All right. Why is that getting added? I don't think we have Vue installed here. We weren't doing anything with Vue. Why is there a yarn? I don't know what's going on with that. Don't love that. Ooh. What's going on here? Following dependency front end. Alright. Alright, we can fix that. Not ideal, but you know, we'll get there. So I remember back in the day, you just had to pull in a little CDN, install a jQuery, and you were up and running. Now we've got these big old build systems. Everything's got to be just perfect. But we're getting there. I might just have to add that. Oh, I don't know why Laravel Mix is requiring that. But we'll figure it out in a second here. We'll probably set up browser sync. All right. Didn't we just install that? Yeah, that should have been installed. All right. Let me install this so we keep getting rid of that. Error there. And then we'll just try this one again, and then we'll see if we can get up and running here. I don't know. I should have probably done a commit before this. Oh well. If this doesn't work, we might blow up this whole project and maybe do something with the Vue CLI or something like that. It's kind of a little more bloat than I want to do, but then everything's there. Alrighty. Welcome everybody, just joining us. Oh boy, this dependency isn't found, but I've added that dependency. Where do we go? Right there. Not ideal. Are we on the latest version? Let me check that. Let's see here. Laravel Mix. Yeah, we're on 4. Yeah. What if I run watch or something like that, or dev? Still getting that error. Let me see if I can't Google around for that real fast here. Webpack issue. Adding FSMT. I mean, this is a little out of date, but sometimes you just gotta try something and see if it works. All right, so we need that in our Webpack. Config, which is somewhere. This is the only problem with Laravel mixes because it obfuscates everything. It's hard to override it. Let me just try Laravel mix in front of this and see if we can't fix it. Let's see here. Ooh, this is very out of date. Very, very old stuff. All right. Let's see here. We commit anything? Let me see Git status. So always initialize your Git repository, especially when you're working with something like this. Otherwise, you will get burned like we just did. That's all good. So what's our package.json look like? Let's get rid of some stuff. Let's get rid of these. Actually, let me see this. Command Z some things. Alrighty. That takes us back to where we were moments ago. Let's do this the old school way. So I'll get rid of this ER lock. Get rid of that guy. Oh, did it make an output.js? Was it working this whole time? It just was erroring out? That's really frustrating. If that's the case. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll just delete that. Cool. Might as well just RMRF the whole node modules directory. And we'll just reinitialize our packages and go from there. Also probably initialize this Git repository while we're at it. I'm bummed that didn't work though. I thought that was going to be a nice option for us. All right, this page doesn't even work anymore. Why is that? Did I delete the index? Oh boy. All right. This is not a great start, but at least we have our app.js. That's the really important thing. So, index.html, classic. We'll just set that to equal to English. Let's have a head. Ooh, not a hef, but a head. Body. Div. Post. And what else do we have in here? We have a couple form fields. Email. Input. That'll be email. Alrighty. Probably that same name. Honestly, we'll just copy this again. So that's a good lesson for everybody. Make sure you have your Git repositories initialized early and often, even with little fun, quick projects. Do it, because you'll do stuff like this. Alrighty. And now, I don't know why this is failing. Oh, probably because I have to save that. There we go. And we need to add some stuff to the head here. So script source is equal to JS. Oh, I don't want this anymore. Alrighty. Now, one more time. Make sure we're back to square one. All right. All right, let's add all this, which is not ideal, but we'll start from there. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. It's almost over. Alrighty. Now we can screw everything up. And we should be able to get back to it. I think I've got... Yeah, I've got that set up. Nice little alias that just, if you do some work, you need to go back to where you were working. Got it set to now, which is kind of a Laravel fun convention, or people in the Laravel community. I shouldn't say Laravel, but I've seen a few people, Taylor and Jeffrey Way and other folks talk about it. Oh yeah, that should probably be good. Git ignore would have been good. Oof, all sorts of fun stuff. It's amazing working with frameworks, how much you forget all these little details, but right now we're doing okay. Okay, so back to setting up this build process here so we can do a little bit of... I haven't done a vanilla Webpack build in a very long time here, so let's kind of figure this out. I don't care about the concepts. I'm sure they're important, but... Configuration. Do I just need to go back to this page here? Alright, get started on our guides. This is all I need. I don't think I need the Webpack CLI. Alright. So it's telling me to have a source directory. We can do all this stuff. Why not? Oh, that's a weird bug. But we did that. Also .vs code. I don't want that. I don't even know what that is. Just settings. Cool. That's gonna be annoying in our Git, but we'll figure that out. Okay, so we're gonna add a new folder here. We're gonna call it source. And let's go ahead and bring this guy over here. Do that, awesome. We'll rename it to be consistent with how the docs are telling us to do it. And we'll just, probably not what we're gonna end up doing, but just for right now. Okay. Okay, that looks like it's in the right spot. Alrighty, so we've got this package JSON we need to update. Let's go ahead and grab that guy. Replace this. Cool. Alright, so we need a dist directory. Apparently. It's probably going to be important when we put this on Netlify, so we might as well. that is going into our main.js file. Which I can get behind. This looks like what we need to be running here. All right, so we do need that. I don't think I need configuration just yet. We're getting that FS issue. This is a Webpack issue. I wonder if this is... Do we even have our main.js though? Huh. Alrighty. I want to do something else here, so I'm just going to make a new project. Just from scratch here and see if we can fix this. Cool. Alrighty. Put it in it. Open this. I don't know why that was giving us such an issue there, but you know, sometimes. Oh, I want it open. Sometimes you just gotta start from scratch a little bit. Desktop code. Alrighty, open that guy up. That's not what I wanted, but we'll roll with that for now. Should just, alrighty. And we'll run npm init. Just run that, yes. Okay, cool. And I probably just want to add an index.html. Cool. We'll kind of just go through this getting started one more time. If this doesn't work, I'm going to use the view CLI, and because I know that works. And we'll go from there. I just don't want that overhead, but if I need it, we'll use it, because this is getting a little bit ridiculous now. All right, so we've got source.index.js. All right, we can run that. Oh, that's annoying. Delete. There, yes, please. What did we say? Source. I don't want that inside of there. I want that out here. And under git ignore, we're going to put modules. Awesome. And yeah, it's a lot different. And in here, we're going to add that index.js. Alrighty, and they're giving us a little boilerplate here. Let's go ahead and play along while we get this set up real fast. I don't care about that. Set that guy to private. Can do. inside of our, all right, let's say this guy. Inside of here, we just do main.js, apparently. Allegedly. We get rid of this guy. Cool. And then we just run this npx. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. Cool. I didn't get those errors. I think there might have been something going on with that request package that we were running earlier. Let's see if that'll play nice for us now. And now it's not getting served, which is frustrating. I was trying to use Valet for this. I think we can CD into this guy. Nope. Let's see here. That's all the commands here. That's not what I wanted. I think it's just park. Yeah. Oh, that's why, because I'm expecting this to be at the root. So let's try moving this up here. And we'll move main.js as well. We'll probably need some custom. Alright, doesn't look like our JS is working though. Put in H1 here. Alright, we got that guy. So that's pretty good for us. Document create element div. Let's see if this helps. Alrighty. So that's the second time we've done this. And it's not looking great for us. So now, third time's the charm. View. What's my command here? I think it's view UI. Alrighty. We'll do this in view. I think there's a lot to be said for working on something until you get it working, but at the same time, it can be really pretty frustrating. Alrighty. This will be the third time. I call it splash. And we will use npm, initialize git. Awesome. Oh, let me just select this really fast. So we need that. I don't need Vuex. That's fine. This all looks okay. Mouton save, that's cool. I like prettier. I don't know. I don't need to do that. Nick, it's not working because you didn't install the load dash. Oh, that would make sense. Thank you. That's a good good point as well. We ran into that earlier. So let's see if that'll work for us now. Now that we've started down an entirely new path here. Let's see here. Let's see. And I probably need to move, well, I probably need to run that build again. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Let's see here. That was fast. No, it's still not. Oh. I know why that didn't work, because... Did we close that? I didn't mean to close that. Open recent. Let's open this guy back up. Yeah, because inside of our dist, we've got this new one. Move it here, replace it. Awesome, thank you. I was hoping that would work, because we have Lodash in here now. Oh, I have to add that import. All the things. Alrighty. Third time's the charm. Well, we've got this as a backup. So definitely, this doesn't work. And I'll have to do the same thing as before. Replace that, please. Thank you. There it is. Okay. Thanks. Thank you for catching that. So we are on the right path here. So I'll just go ahead and kill this guy for a second. Alrighty. Now we're back on track. And so we are going to want a custom Webpack configuration here. Let's see here. Path is saying go to that dist. I wonder if I could just ignore that if I do this. Let me try something real fast. Let's put those back in there. Alright, let's run it like that for now, because that's going to be better for us. Okay, cool. Now, I think we're finally cooking with gas, which is pretty nice. I'll just leave Lodash installed for now, because we might want to, I don't know, it's a good library. So we've kind of got some scripts there. Did they say something about scripts? I thought I saw something. Yeah, there we go. I want to go ahead and add that. Need a comma there, extra comma. All right, so now if we run build, where am I? There we go. Cool. So now we're cooking with gas here. Thank you everybody for helping out. It's nice to see the contributors. That's actually really nice. I really appreciate that. Sometimes it just sort of feels like you're in your computer a little bit. You don't get to know people, but that's nice. Get to see everybody who helped with that. All right, so we've got a bundle, some sort of package management here, and so we can go ahead and start changing this. So again, I don't really have a good name for this yet, so that I think will come in probably the next version of this, but let's call it Maker Challenge right now. And then we've got our script in there. That's awesome. Let's go back and add that form. So I don't know, we'll figure that out. Not what I wanted. Boy, I am all over the place here. All right, so we got a form, div, label, email. So it's our third time coding this form out, but that's okay. And I'll just copy this guy again. And I don't know how to do inline replace. I mean, I'm sure it's somewhere. Well, I need to learn VS Code a little bit better, because I just know PHP Storm, which is a little frustrating, but it'll work for us. That's part of why we're doing this, right? Practicing other things. Alrighty. And, alright, we don't need to care about that guy, but here we can get rid of all this. So now, going back to these Wufoo docs, whatever they're called, we're going to need this request library. This is what we were running into last time. We didn't have that. Or we just didn't have a build system, so it wasn't working for us. Alright, dope. So now we can bring this into here. And this will be my alias for my account. That's not my... I'm not gonna do this in front of everybody, so sorry. You're gonna miss the API key. But I mean, I guess I can delete it real fast, but it's all right. So field 1 is email, right? And I have to grab this data. But let's just kind of see if this works first before we hard code it. I guess. We need some way to trigger this though, so. Okay. I don't know why I did that down there instead of putting this all together. And then I guess we'll have email, we'll pass it through email. And the username. So that'll just be down here. Let's throw an ID on this form. We'll just call this what? Contact form. Nice. So we were looking at this the other night. Did I just delete all that code? I don't think I did. Let me go look at it. Open recent. Alright, I need a new window here. Open. I think we have this code here. Did I open the right one? Nope, that's the wrong one. Let me grab this guy. Where is our... Yeah, I thought we did this. Alrighty. So I need to add IDs to those, but they should be okay. Alrighty. This one field. That should be what we need. We're gonna have to run build one more time. Not num. That's kind of funny though. I'm gonna need to do my API key here if this is gonna actually work. So excuse me for a second while I go ahead and do that. It's not that I don't trust you guys, it's that I don't trust everybody else on the internet. So let's see here. Alrighty. Oop, what happened? Something broke. Can't resolve. Oh, we're getting that error again. So this is going on. This is something with that request library now. That is pretty interesting. All right, so let me go back. Oh, well, dang it. Hang on, I'm just gonna reset that. Takes 2 seconds to reset, thankfully. Can't believe I did that. Amateur hour over here tonight. And that's a different key, so don't worry. Cool. I just reset it, so that one that you just saw is no longer live. So we were getting these errors before, like of all these, and I was just trying to figure out what's going on. I thought it was to do with Laravel mix, but that, I guess that didn't really make sense for some reason. And what is this crypto? That doesn't feel good. But something's going on with this request package that Wufoo is relying on. So with Node, we'll use the request library. If you don't have it already, npm install request, which is what we did. All right. What's going on here? I'd like to see your GitHub, please. There we go. Because it seems like this should be an issue. Let's see if what package shows up here. Looking like I'm probably not looking at them all. It's kind of recent. Let me look at this here. This looks like what we're getting, or similar at least. Extra config. Alrighty. That just forward to this. See here. All right, so documentation, that was under configuration. Right, this is what we're doing here. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it. We're not doing anything fancy though. Let's see, Karma Webpack. This is all like Browserify. All right, I don't think that's what we want. What is going on here? So adding the node object voids. So this looks like whatever they're doing here is fixing this. Alrighty, so alright, so now we're on the right track here. This is from 2015 though. Someone was talking about this 6 days ago? Target node work for me? Ah. Something going on with Wufoo here. So this is like, oh, this is annoying. So do I have to use request? Can I use like, I keep doing that. I'll reset it in a second. Do I have to use requests? Or can I use something like, what's the one I'm thinking of here off the top of my head that Vue uses all the time? It's not. What's the view API? One second here. What's it called? Axios. Goodness. All right. Let's see if we can use Axios to just get this call up and running. Not Axios, the political site, but Axios.js. That way we can make the call here. Stop using requests and move on our merry way. So I'm just going to uninstall it first. That's not what we want, but all right, I'll come back to that. Alrighty, so this is going to be a post request. All good. Let's write this down here. Heck, what am I doing? I'll just write it here. And we're just going to post to this guy. With I think it should be like this. It might be like form data. What just happened there? All right. I'm going to try seeing this, if that'll work. And then what else we need? We need to do some auth. I guess we can do it like this too. Alrighty. This might make more sense to do it this way. That way it kind of mimics requests. Let's try and think about it like this a little bit more. So URL is going to be different. So let's have it be like this. I think we still specify the method here like this. So that's just a post. Auth should be like that. Alrighty, let's get rid of this guy. Looking for form. Let's see here. Metric following types, browser only form data. All right, let's just try changing that to data and see what happens. And we can roll from there as needed. See if we get that build error. Hopefully not. Okay. Maybe we're on track now. Maybe we're cooking with gas again. This is still going to fail because I need to do my API key again. I'm going to reset it for like the 8th time tonight. It's the only problem with streaming this kind of stuff. API keys and other important information, details like this. But I will, whatever I use, reset it before I go live with it for sure. Alrighty, we're back here. So let's see. That's not what I want. We'll just say Timmy. Probably been expecting that. Alrighty, got some console errors here. Black my cores. submit that. What's going on here? Chords make sense. Let's go to the old authentication, see what's going on here. Let's see here. A few more details. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. So I was expecting that. All right, so we need to update our headers here. And all right, I'm gonna obfuscate this again real fast. Alrighty, we're back. I don't know, I'm scratching my head here a little bit. So, authorization header. Can we just set it to that? Let's try it. Let's see if that works. So headers. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I know we don't really want to do this, but let's see if this works. Let me kind of comment this guy out. And what were they saying here? Just make it a string. The password can be anything. Keep using theirs, and then the username is our API ID. So once again, grab that guy. And I can run the build now. It's no use hiding the. Alright, you know what, I'm just going to show the API key from now on, just because I'm going to delete it anyway, so. It's no use hiding it in the code if it's going to be right here on the screen, so. And highlighted. And looking pretty. Alrighty. Base64 is not defined. Boy, they are really killing me here. That's what they, like, the crazy thing is, like, they are using this. Does that change? Like, what if I do PHP? That's strange. Alrighty, one more time. About 3 seconds from doing this either on a different service or moving into like something like Laravel, and just, all right, get rid of that error. We're gonna have a different error. That's been blocked. Let me just set this up like a full. Wait a second here. Yeah. That might help us a little bit more with some of these error messagings. All right, no fave icon. That's cool. Invalid form identifier. All right, that's a different error than what I feel like we've been getting so far. And I wonder why that is. Submit entry. Oh, okay, all right. Where'd that guy go? So if we go back to our, go back here. Over here, we go back to edit form, field settings. That's email, that's username. But those aren't necessarily our identifiers. You would think it would be, but. Let's go to back to forms here. Do the entries here. No entries. Because I'm trying to see here. Format, alright. Oh, form/identifier. Ah, this is what I'm missing. I'm missing this guy. So I'm sure. Alright, so in form settings. Where do I get this guy from? Is it just this? Oh, we could be so close. Am I even hitting the right endpoint? So domain form/the identifier. So this is looking like a code here. Let's just try and do this and see what happens, and then we get the same error. We'll roll from there. Alrighty, that looks promising. So we go back to this guy. Well, at the very least, we're getting entries back now. Cores might still be blocking us. I think we're making a post request, not a get. Oh, maybe it's a lowercase. Oh, do these have to be like so? That's obnoxious. Alright, let me try doing this. I know we're still running into the chords issue, but let me just Google that fast and see if there's a quick. It was 11. Going on Twitter here. This does not bode well for us. I'm so confused why they would like publish this like API and then if it was like if this is gonna be an issue, right? So no Ajax, huh? That seems so silly. Alrighty. Well, I've run into this issue several times now. So we ended up trying to use Wufoo because they have the service that like or they allow you to prevent duplicates in your fields, which is super important. Like, so for this, we want people to like reserve their username, and so I don't want them to have to duplicate that, right? Same with email. Like, I don't want to have them duplicate that. So I guess that is the logic there. I mean, let's just try embedding this into the site and see what happens. And let's grab the JavaScript version. Maybe we've been overcomplicating this. Maybe we could have done like this the whole time. I don't know why I keep doing that. I always build sign-in forms, so it's just a habit at this point. All right, that going to show up for us? All right. Well, if that's the case, and so I just want to double check to make sure that works. Alrighty. So I might just try and style this the way I want, which is going to be such a pain in the ass. Oh, man. Can't win them all. Alright, so that didn't come through. It shouldn't have come through. The other thing that I'm thinking, does this only accept 100 entries? Should be fine. If we got that many entries, I would feel like, wow, we've really struck gold here. So We'll deal with that when we get to it. All right, just won't use the API then. Don't even worry about that API key. We just did a whole bunch of work for very low payoff. That's all good. So we're just gonna move this guy up there. We'll just delete this guy. Don't really need any JavaScript anymore. And up here. Let's go back to that. All right. I think we can, this might be our no script fallback. Let's see if we can customize this a little bit more. Do not want their IP address. Title is required. Gotten this, but all right. Let's call this sign up. It's kind of weird they show that pop up, but maybe it came through in their user testing. And that also is a bug. Alright, let's theme this guy up. Boy, this is why I just want to do this in CSS. Alright, let me try that. Let me see if I can't get back to that a little bit more. Alright, so we'll just call this email field, and we'll call this guy let me see here, did that get added somewhere? So this LI is getting it. Alrighty. And that's all getting it. So at this point, this is like more work than I care to do. I'd rather code this from scratch in something like Laravel and pay a little bit more to host it, at least I'm feeling this way, than try and do this like the no code or less code API way. And the reason that matters is because I don't want people to like reserve duplicate spots, like duplicate usernames, and then I get an angry email or something like that. I want to make sure people are reserving the email that works for them. So I'm just going to delete a few of these. Because I've populated too many of them now. Alrighty. Let's do this the Laravel way. It's going to be so much faster. And if I ever do build this project, I'm going to build it in Laravel, so we're probably going to build it in Laravel, so this just already feels like a better setup, because then I can just slowly upgrade that. Wow, look at that. So nice. So fresh. And like I can just do validation on this, and it's going to be super easy. But I wanted to explore that. I did want to spend some time saying, hey, is this something that is even feasible? Is it going to work for me? I was looking at Ping CRM the other day. That was pretty fun. Code. Alrighty. Honestly, if anything, I might just build like a SaaS platform that lets you publish a website that will do this validation, because this is getting ridiculous. All right, that's going to take a second to update. What are we calling this? 1K. Splash that. Test. MySQL. What are we going to call this? I think I've got a demo DB, and then I've got a root. Sometimes I just have one DB that I like to use. What else do I need to do? Yeah, that needs some configuration, but I don't think I'll TDD this because it'll just be like one request, two requests technically. I don't even need like user auth or anything like that. Though I guess we might as well use that user model. Yeah, why not? We'll probably need to do roles as well. All right. And we'll just call this user name. And we'll just do it on the database. Look at that. Boom. No duplicates, right? Alrighty. So in the user, we'll clean this up for like a little bit. Role, and then username. I guess password is not. This is fine. We'll need this, but I'm going to actually make a different model for this. Because this is really tied into the authentication, so we'll call it signups. I guess sign up would have been the more appropriate term. That's all right. And so we'll just go ahead, use string, which should be an email. And this will be a username. And then I can just run a like a job later. That'll be nice. Kind of convert all these to users and then like send a forgotten email password or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out from there. Cool. So that's just an alias I have for refreshing it and then seeding it, which I do all the time. So that looks like it's working. I don't need to make the auth just yet. And then on this welcome page, that's where we're going to take care of everything. I guess I should I might as well go ahead and make the auth. Just to scaffold it. Because you get some nice, like, you get the layout stuff. And then under routes, I was going to get rid of that. Get rid of this guy. And even though these exist, I guess they won't exist. Right? There we go. So I think there are some checks in place to make sure those are hidden if you can't see them. Doesn't exist. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Alrighty here. So now we've got our welcome page. And now that we've got the scaffold up, it's getting late for me. So unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to call it here in a few minutes. But now at least we can go ahead and scaffold it. And so I was happy to go down that rabbit hole a little bit and see how feasible that solution was going to be. I thought we had something there with Wufoo forms. Or, yeah, I guess Wufoo. But sadly, their API just doesn't seem to be cutting it the way I was hoping it would, which is a real shame because I think that's like a legit solution if you can make it work. But Laravel is going to come to the rescue as always. So we'll go ahead and I think next time work on this page a little bit more, tweak it, get it right to where we need it to be, and then we will roll from there. So thanks everybody for tuning in, kind of going down that rabbit hole with me. Hope you enjoyed that. Kind of maybe see some options that might work for you, maybe your project, but maybe not for this one. And we'll keep on working on this next time I start streaming. So on Wednesday, for sure, we'll work on probably this or some portfolio feedback. Next Saturday, we'll go back to my portfolio. That's kind of the schedule we're going for. And then if I'm free any other time during the week, we'll also figure something out. So have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy your week, and we'll see you later. Oh, thank you so much. That's super nice. I really appreciate the cheers there. Thank you. Like I said, have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time.